Are you taking to stay safe?
Baie dankie.
Ooh, OMDis guest house. Nice. Ati, thank you for having me in your wonderful home and the space that you have created. Please tell us, the community, what is unique or makes Oranjemund a unique destination?
Oranjemund het 'n ongelooflike klomp mense wat vir mekaar omgee. Dit maak nie saak wat se kultuur dit is nie. Dit maak nie saak van watter rassegroep dit is nie. Maar die mense gee vir mekaar om. Die kinders het wonderlike maniere. Ag nee, ek sê julle is die uniekste mense hier. Ons ken mekaar almal op die naam en ons gee om vir mekaar. As iemand siek is, jy moet kyk met 'n begrafnis. Maar jy sien hoe die mense van al die bevolkingsgroepe 'n begrafnis bywoon. Ons is mense vir mekaar omgee. So dis wonderlike mense. Nog 'n natuurlike unieke ding van Oranjemund is die grensbokke wat almal van weet. Die grensbokke is vir ons Oranjemunders. As ons in die dag hier rond en ons sien nie ons grensbokke nie. Dat is ons bekommerd. Dan gaan ons wonder waar is die grensbokke. Vra ouers of miskien, want hulle het jy die bokke gesien? Nee, ek het hulle gesien. Dan voel ons weer happy. Baie unieke dorp wat in 'n park lê. En natuurlik 'n ander fantastiese ding van Oranjemund is die veiligheid van die dorp. Ja. Ek kan my in min dorpe wat ek van weet vandag wat mense kan in die straat stap. Dit geld ons mense wat hier bly, dit toeriste wat kan werklik stap, foto's neem van die grensbokke, net die natuur geniet, wat hier vanaf kan see toe stap sonder enige gevaar. So dis wonderlik, mense draf inteendeel in die aande hier vanaf see toe. Fietsry paradys. Hier's e-bikes wat mense kan ry in die dorp. So dis net hierdie is 'n dorpie soos ek ken nie nog so 'n dorp nie. Dis reg, ja. Dis 'n baie unieke dorpie.
Ati, tell us, why do you think tourism in particular, and you've also joined on that front, can be such a game changer for the people of Oranjemund and for the town itself?
Ja, wel, dis 'n groot hierdie Oranjemund lê op, soos ek net nog gesê het, in 'n park. Het sal Kaap Park wat op hierdie stadium nog glad nie op is vir toerisme nie. Daar moet konsessies definitief uitgegee word. Dit is in die proses. Ja. Maar as jy nou begin, ek gaan nou op 'n kant begin. Van Suid-Afrika's waar jy inkom by die hek kan ons dit bemark is die entrance to Namibië. Wat wonderlik is, die mense wat al die Rigtersveld toe gekom het, moes in die Suid-Afrikaanse kant Rigtersveld toe kom. En deur die pont by Sendringsdrift oor die rivier gaan. Nou het ons 'n teerpad, 'n beautiful teerpad, wat jy net as jy omry is dit al 'n vakansie. So mooi is dit, is lekker en dit is wonderlik. Want dit hier met die oggend ry lyk jy anders toe die berge is in die middag. Okay, so mense, as jy hier inkom by entrance to Namibië, as ons begin, as hulle die gryspad sou oopmaak, wat ook deel is van goed wat moet gebeur, wat jy hier vanaf kan deur ry Loederits toe, gaan 'n nuwe wêreld vir jou oop. As jy verder ry, al die ou myndorpies, dan Bogenvels, so beroemd, 'n klein vliegtuig, 'n Cessna, vlieg onder die boog deur, so groot is dit. Dis 'n beautiful plek om te gaan kyk. Ander gedeelte van die park is waar jy vanaf Rospina toe sou ry, waar daar hordes Bushman tekeninge is, die eerste mense hierso, wat nog nie op is vir die publiek nie, Dabra's Canyons, beautiful ervaring vir toeriste, en dan fossiele. Hier's plekke waar daar oeroue eiers lê. Fossiel eiers van 'n tipe volstruis wat in die oertyd geleef het, wat baie groter is as die volstruis eiers wat ons ken. So ongelooflike toerisme.
En ook 'n opportunity om te kom leer eintlik.
Fantasties. En natuurlik het ons die see en die rivier. Hier sal mense kry wat graag riviermense is. Hulle wil graag langs 'n rivier kom. En dan kry jy iemand wat ons sien dit hier by ons. Mense verkies om langs die rivier waar dit stil is te kamp of by die see te wees. So both worlds.
Sounds like my kind of gig. I love it. Yeah. Attie, before I leave this beautiful space of yours, please describe the future of Oranjemund that you would like to see.
Dit kan 'n fantastiese toerisme dorp word. Die konsessies moet uitgegee word. Wat moet gebeur want dit is so sensitief. Jy kan nie mense op hulle eie los nie. Dit sal moet op 'n konsessiebasis wees. Wat betref die veiligheid van die dorp, kan dit so bly en dit moet so bly.
Baie dankie vir jou tyd, Attie.
Dit was net 'n plesier geweest. Lekker om hierdie dors te gehad het.
Dankie. And that was Mr. Attie Saltz, the owner of the Oryx Guest House here in Oranjemund, your home away from home. Thank you for watching.
Great combo deal from Choppies! Choppies, great value for your money.
This festive, choose joyful time.
Let's do this. Let's get this done.
Quality time.
So good. So good.
Family time.
Got you. Wow. I feel nice.
Anytime.
A sugar and spice.
Choose fist pumping.
So nice.
Heart thumping.
I got you.
Awe-inspiring. Choose to get lit.
When I hold you.
To go for it.
New beginning.
My love.
It's like playing the drums.
And to go large. Choose drama for days.
Sugar and spice.
Laughs.
So nice. So nice.
And your
I
stories.
got you.
Choose everything. Choose joy. And enjoy every moment together with DSTV.
Oranjemund, established in 1936, from which point onwards CDM, now Namdeb Diamond Corporation, provided every service, the schooling, infrastructure and entertainment required for the people of the town. The winds of change is blowing over Oranjemund, which is no longer a closed town.
This ship was commandeered by King Charles III, and he actually sent a knight to Spain to go and fetch some money from investors, because they wanted to go and fetch some spices in India.
When we were kids, the mine delivered milk, bread, and black paper, black plastic bags for your rubbish, and cleaned your garden, did the maintenance of your house. You had furniture already installed in your house.
After a hard year, we've got the Christmas you deserve with incredible savings. Like Nestle Cremora for only $33.99 and 3 kg Sunlight hand washing powder for just $52.99. Plus, every day we're giving Lucky Spa Rewards customers their shopping for free. Merry Christmas from all of us at Spa.
Me and you, let's go to Ghana. Hey! Go and jump off. This is Ghana. You've come here to seek for greener pastures. Make it your worthwhile.
Any guinea fowl is guinea. Guinea fowl has nothing to do with guinea. It's just the name of the fowl. So Ghana jollof pot, is it Nigerian beans?
What?
Have you made before?
No.
Jasper! Help
The Namibian coastline is known for its strong winds and rough seas, which explains why a 500-year-old shipwreck like the Bomb Jesus would be found off the coast of Oranjemund. Jan, you built a replica of the original 500-year-old shipwreck, the Bomb Jesus, with your own hands. That speaks volumes about the passion that you have for history. Tell us about your connection with Oranjemund.
Yeah, I started here back in '99, and the plan was only to be here for 2 years and then to move on. But we got so hooked on Oranjemund that we decided to stay, and it's now 22 years later. 2 years is not expired yet. And in this 22 years, a lot of things happened, like the discovery of the shipwreck, things like that kept me here.
Jan, can you tell us a little bit more about the 500-year-old shipwreck that was discovered here off the coast of Oranjemund?
Sure, yeah. This ship was commandeered by King Jao III, and he actually sent a knight to Spain to go and fetch some money from investors, because they wanted to go and fetch some spices in India. This ship was captained by Dom Francisco de Noronha, and funny enough, he actually felt he deserved a bigger ship. But the king was quite straight to him, and he said, "This is what you've got, please go and fetch some spices for us in India." And he left Portugal in the year 1532. And along the trip, it was found that along the Namibian coast he got shipwrecked, and the shipwreck was found by Namibian named geologist in the year 2008, and it wasn't quite an accidental discovery. The geologist was busy in the area, and he saw two perfectly round pieces of rock, and he thought it was quite interesting that the bulldozer would have split that piece of rock exactly in the middle. But when he picked it up, those two pieces of rock didn't fit together. So he scratched the rock, and he actually found that it was pure copper ingots. And through the talkings with the bulldozer operator, he said that he also saw some pieces of wood, probably the mast of the ship, and some other planks in the area, and that made the geologist realize that he's most likely on a shipwreck site.
Tell us about some of the things that make this shipwreck discovery significant.
Yeah, this is, according to reports, the biggest shipwreck found south of the Sahara. It had the biggest amount of gold on it, the richest shipwreck, and it was also the oldest ship that was found along the entire African coast.
Wow, that definitely puts Namibia historically further up on the list. You've mentioned a little bit about the copper ingots. Can you describe some of the more interesting artifacts that were found on the shipwreck?
Yeah, what they found was 3 perfectly kept astrolabes, and an astrolabe at those years were like a modern day GPS. So they were quite in a good condition, which was great for the archaeologists that was operating at the site. There was amongst the wreckage was some silver coins, which dated 1499, which initially gave the impression that it could have been Bartolomeus Dias' ship, because he got lost in the year 1500. But when they discovered the gold coins, 27 kilograms of gold coins, but they were dated 1532. So that could not have been Bartolomeus Dias, and so that opened up the entire new research. But amongst the other finds on the ship was these copper ingots, 22 tons of it, some elephant tusks, and a lot of ship anchors were found along the coast. There were some zinc plates, and then obviously they also found some human remains. Incidentally, a boot with pieces of food bone in it that was discovered with the ship.
Human-wise, that's all, right?
That's all that they found, yeah.
History is all about facts. Tell us some of the interesting facts about the Bomb Jesus shipwreck.
Yeah, like I said earlier, the Bomb Jesus was called a now, which was in those era almost like the modern day space shuttles. Another interesting fact about a now, it's very similar to the ship, the Santa Maria, that was used to discover America. Ooh. That was part of Columbus's fleet. The now wasn't a very big ship. It was basically 30 meters long and about 10 to 12 meters wide. There were different versions of it. And the ship was quite heavy for the size. It was 210 tons. And what was also amazing, this little ship carried something like 300 persons. So that must have been quite a confined space.
Definitely. Now, considering your history with Oranienmoent and considering this amazing historic find, what are your wishes for the future of such historic sites?
Now, my wish is that the shipwreck remain in Oranienmoent. It's such a huge draw card for Oranienmoent. We need to have it here, put in some form of a museum for everybody to come and visit and see what significant find we actually find here. That was found here many, many years ago.
Mm-hmm. Jan, thank you very much for your time, and thank you for sharing this amazing model that you have replicated from the original Bomb Jesus. I don't know how you did it, but I'm sure your wife must have been very patient with you during that time. Thank you.
My pleasure.
That was Jan Sutherland sharing his passion for history and also information on the oldest shipwreck found in sub-Saharan Africa. Thank you for watching.
OMDis Arts Trust is not just an organization for me. I think of it in the form of a person, a mother and a friend I have walked and grew with. A friend whom I've traveled many remote and dusty roads. A sister who provided so much needed support during times of fear and uncertainty. There is a saying in Damara for people such as Omba, which is which simply means someone who will, with love, exchange your lean piece of meat with their fat one. It might sound simple when translated, but when used towards a loved and appreciated person, it gives such honor. It describes a person who will do everything to make sure you are taken care of. Besides, we all know how the Damaras love their meat.
Nou, dit sien Maria. Goed. Jy moet 'n bietjie meer reg wees, né? Soos die boere hulle mielies plant. Ja.
I have seen Omba grow and turn into a light of hope for Namibians all over Namibia. I have seen women and men grow as individuals, becoming respected members of their communities, but also valuable providers of their families. I have seen people with no hope in their eyes light up when they see Omba arrive to fulfill a promise which was made and which they did not believe will be kept. I have seen women dance and sing for hours until the dust from their feet covers us all because the old friend has arrived. I've seen women standing up in front of a large number of people and express their hopes and dreams. I've seen people who have never left their village travel hours and hours to other countries and share their culture and experiences. I have seen children grow and become young women and men before my very eyes. Omba has been the sister holding hands throughout it all. Omba has built valuable and strong relationship with communities, empowering both women and men, but the impact on women can be seen and felt most sincerely. The work with the women has such a ripple effect all over the whole village, most especially the young. Omba has taught them to fish. As times grow tougher and much more difficult, money becomes scarce. Environment around us changes and nothing will ever be the same again. In times like this is when we realize the value of a friend like Omba. It provides hope, constant support, reliable income, and keeping us all together, keeping our pots filled and our fires burning. A motivation to do better, live better, and expect better. If one day the unthinkable happens and Omba is no more, it will be a sad time for our Namibian rural population. Therefore, let's keep the light burning at all cost.
Ons die Sanmense is die eerste mense in die wêreld wat vandag agter gaan staan. Omba is nou die water wat vir ons nat maak. Dat onze wortels mooi groeien, dat ons vruchten kan brengen, kos kan brengen. Omba gee vir ons werk. En van daaraf lewe ons.
It's just an amazing story that ostrich eggshell beads, 72,000 years ago, the ancestors of the San were making ostrich eggshell beads, and today in the 2020s Junko women are still making those beads pretty much in the same way, and the work has evolved from fairly traditional products. This probably would have been worn like this into something as sophisticated and contemporary as this necklace from the waterfall range. So here we are bringing the necklace to this gallery in Windhoek, and it then gets sold to customers in Europe and America and generating income for women, Junko women back in the Kalahari. So it's just an amazing thread of history that goes to this ostrich egg, to this contemporary jewelry. This basket I absolutely love. It's a finely woven basket in natural dyes. This asymmetry is very unique to Namibian baskets, and we've been working with these women, doing workshops and helping them evolve into these incredibly fine baskets. We've worked with the women developing different palettes, and there's another one with a slightly more yellow palette, but considered are the best baskets in Africa. What we're showing you in this short video is really a long journey of working together with rural communities, reviving ancient traditions, turning them into contemporary world-class products, and supporting the livelihoods of over 400 artisans. Even during COVID-19, we've been helping our sand communities with food and distribution of tippy taps. What we need to do now is to honour the trust that has been put in us over the last 30 years, to support marginalised sand communities and the livelihoods of rural women around Namibia. Your donation will help us get our 400 artisans back to work as soon as possible so that they can feed their families. The lives of their 2,000 family members will directly benefit from this. Please help us raise $50,000 by contributing to the Umba Artisan C19 Support Fund. No matter how big or small, this will make a difference in the lives of our artisans during COVID-19. Thank you.
Don't call this a comeback. My Tongo family are now on Maybachs. Maluma the cool cats. Shout out to the Don't call this a comeback. My Tongo family are now on Maybachs. Maluma the cool cats. Shout out to just check it, a cat cat. R.I.P. my homie, the biggest cat. Oh, let's check it, a cat cat. R.I.P. my homie, the biggest cat. What's up? Don't cash, Imoteo. 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 Jiso, tusabirire kapa mkwesi wamba tongo. Jiso. Yeah. No. Man. Talk my. I repeat again. Just tusabirire kapa mkwesi wamba matongo. Jiso. Kasubole Minister na kutondeza. Matongo, you are the best. I like you, MVP. Just say no players don't catch no feelings. Vamatongas are the MVPs. Correct. We shine bright like the diamonds. Mufika Mastex boys. Correct. Coach, you can never MVPs for 20. We the baddest group. Correct. Don't crash.